Hello. Check me out. Turning things over to the right place at the right time. That's wild. Hello, hello. What the heck? Hi. Hello, hello. Wait, let me give you a shout out. What the heck? Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Wait. Now I need to spell your name right. That's gracious.
Hello.
Here you go. Shout out for you. I met Maximilian at Vexpo. I met you at Vexpo. So nice. So nice. 10 out of 10. Solid person. Thank you for sitting in many queues with me. And thank you so much for the Prime sub. Thank you. And Puggy. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for the tier 1 as well. Thank you for the tier 1. It's 2 months already. Goodness gracious. Hi. Hi, everybody. Wait, let me say hi to everybody. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. Hello. Hello, Lankuri. Hello, Ari Penumbra. Print Cosplay. Hello. Hi, Yoavco. Hello, hello. Joe Victor. Hi. Thank you for the lab safety racer check-in. Hi, Cheesebug. Welcome in. Hello. Hello, Astral. Please go to the shop if you need to. This is important. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, that red panda. Hi, hi. Thank you for the hydrate and posture check, Lankuri. I have, in fact, done that while we were getting ready. Hello, Tristira. Hi, hi. Hello, hello. Hi, Swizzlick. Hi, Crystallic. Hello, Potter. Hi, hi. Hello, Bobo. Got you on in the lab while we sterilize soil for pre-treatment. Ooh, that sounds fun. Hello, Gracie Indifference. Hi, Alex. Hi, Score. Hello, Cleeper. Hi, Echoac. Is it, wait, Flockia. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, oh great crimed one. Is this my new title? We're replacing the Queen of Greg's with Great Crimed One. Excellent. I'm not sure I like that one as much, though. I'm not sure I like that one as much. What the heck? Pseudo Lab, thank you so much. Thank you so much for resubscribing at tier 3. What the heck? Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for extending your senior lab assistant contract. Oh, thank you so much. Sayon, hello. Hello, hello. Alex, hello. Hello, Alex is fine. Hi. Hi, Robert Brown. Hello, Savitar. Hi. Is this everybody now? Is this everybody? I think so. I think so. I think we're, yeah, I think that, is that, Eric Penumbra, hi, 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 and hi, Zerkia, hi, hello, 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 Queen of Greg's, Great Crimed One, she who consumes beans. Oh my goodness. How shrimped are you right now? I'm incredibly shrimped right now. You don't even know. I'm like, okay, the thing is, right, the only way that I can sit sensibly on, wait, actually, let me readjust so that I'm less shrimpy. There we go. The only way that I can sit on the chair thing that I'm currently on is by sitting cross-legged or, like, for lack of a better word, man-spreading. Because, like, the chair and the table are exactly, like, they're very similar in height. The chair is slightly taller. So, also, this is why it keeps, wait, I should move this. Ah! I can't. Okay, I can't move this up. I will just permanently be looking like I am looking down upon you. And that is because I am. I'm looking down upon you. Yes, but yes, it's very, very shrimp. First the crime against humanity for being British, then getting robbed by Rin Penrose. It's true. It's true. Rin Penrose did in fact assault me in a Tesco car park. No, this is not true. This is not true. Rin was very nice. I will put it on record. Rin was very nice. There was no fight, I promise. Just a little bit of a fight. Hi, Caracasa. Hi. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. You're going to need surgical de-shrimping at this rate. I genuinely might. If I sit cross-legged, then it's fine. I'm not as badly shrimped because I can, like, I can do the yoga pose, you know? You know the yoga pose where it's like you sit cross-legged and your arms are on your knees and you're like, yes, I am now enlightened. That I can do that. Uh, long time no lurk. First I was with the fam during the subathon, and then you were in you were in prison shanking people with knives made out of beans. I'm not in prison. I'm not in prison. I am not the one who has crimed. I have been crimed, allegedly. Alleged. I have to say allegedly because it has not been confirmed yet, but allegedly, yes. And allegedly, I am being observed because there is fear of reprisals. Allegedly. Hi, Jakey Nerve. Hi. Signature look of superiority. It's true. It's true. Thank goodness he didn't have to bust out the pocket knife when it came to Rin. We're not allowed a pocket knife. I've not got a license. So sad. So sad. Covering up because the fight because she got raped. It's true. Rin absolutely like destroyed me. I lost the fight to Rin Penrose. It's so sad. No, it's made out of beans. Sounds like something that guy on YouTube a few years ago would have made. What is this? Sounds like a Nile Red project or something, doesn't it? It really does. Somebody should do that. That would be extremely fun. Hi, Nico. Hi. How are you? How are you? How are you doing? How is everybody today? And hi, Just Jane. Hi. Thank you, everybody, for your lab safety registered check-ins. Also, Swag Lord. Hello, hello. And Scarp. Hello. I see you. Hello. Thank you for your lab safety registered check-ins. Thank you also for the level 3 hype train. What the heck? I really appreciate it. Thank you. How is everybody doing? How are we all doing? How are we all doing? Professor Dutchy, what the heck? Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Oh my goodness. Also, hi. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You know what's better than level 3? Level 4. It's true. The higher the level, the greater John Twitch is impressed. And so in my mood, thank you so much for the resub as well. Thank you. Woo! Thank you. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it so much. If any of you didn't see last stream or didn't see my announcement on twitter.com/xtheeverythingapp or don't reside within the Discord server, then I have announced that unfortunately I'm in some slightly weird, precarious situation right now. So for the foreseeable future, I am going to be having to use a little bit of stream money to supplement living expenses because the situation I'm in is unfortunately very, very expensive. I did not announce my graduation, although I will be graduating at some point this year, not from VTubing though. Not from VTubing. I don't have a license for a knife. Did you know that you don't need a license if the knife is part of a uniform? What uniform would I have that could possibly need a knife? I'm just gonna start going out in a chef outfit and being like, yeah, man, this is my uniform. I swear. I swear. Yeah, no, don't be scared. Don't be scared. There's no VTubing graduation. Only PhD graduation. Good kind of graduation. Yes, yes. Doing all right apart from migraines that keep returning over the last couple of days. Oh, that does not sound good. That does not sound good. I hope that they clear up. Migraines are not fun. Friday is almost always a joyful occasion. It's true. It's true. Although not for me. I guess kind of. I have to do a lot of work over the weekend because I've been having to make loads of phone calls and go into loads of appointments and stuff over the course of the week. So I have a bunch of hours at work that I need to make up. Thankfully, my work is very chill. They're very good. So I can just do that, but having to work. Cry. New model has a sword, obviously. I wish we had swords here. That would be very good. We have to call you Dr. Derry. It's true. I will be Dr. Derry. It's true. The P in PhD stands for side tubing. PhD stands for pretty huge debt. Wait a minute. Do you guys have to pay for this higher education stuff? Okay, to be fair, I do have pretty huge debt. I have like bad. I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse. I've heard that the US has worse debt, but I have like one set of debt that I don't have to pay off realistically. It's just a tax, and then I have a different set of debt that I do have to pay off, and that sucks. So, yeah, but that's not a problem for me right now. Yeah, PhDs do get paid peanuts sometimes. Yes, I was lucky. I was one of the people that did in fact get paid peanuts. It was less than minimum wage. So, and also they only paid me for 3 years and my PhD took 5 years. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All of my friends are accruing hundreds of thousands in student debt to get English degrees. No comment. Apprenticeships and grants are decent if you can get them, but they are drying up. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Harder. Wait. Cthulhu Hoop, thank you so much. What a great name. Thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate everybody who has subscribed or gifted. Also, like, there was a few people that like either subbed or did like gift subs or something like while I was offline. I appreciate it so much. I really, really do. I don't know if you wanted to be shouted out or not. I don't want to just like do it like offline implies potentially not, but I saw it and I appreciate it so much. Thank you. And also donations through Ko-fi as well. There have been a few donations through Ko-fi overnight. Because Phi the neutrophil, allow me to find the thingy. Is it on here? Yes. Here we are. Phi the neutrophil did like a biology trivia day. That makes it that makes it sound like some kind of like in-person event. It wasn't. It was a stream. But a stream, a biology trivia stream, and raised some money for me and also donated himself. Very, very kind. Very, very kind. I appreciate it so much. People have been so nice. It wasn't a nice thing to announce. Frankly, I was debating whether I even should tell people because it's like, I'm not very good at being open about bad things that are happening. And I think like if anyone that like met me at Vexpo, like a few people have said to me like in DMs, like we hung out at Vexpo and I had no idea this was happening. Why didn't you say anything? And it's like, because I feel weird. I was debating not saying anything, but since it's affecting streaming, I felt like I couldn't avoid it anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's I can't put into words how much I appreciate it. I really, really do. Thank you, everybody. Also, thank you for the level 4 hype train. Thank you. Do you get to study recent events involving conspiracies? I'm so curious because insert recent events. It's kind of hard because in order to study it from a psychological perspective, you have to like get ethics approval, and by the time that you've got it through ethics approval, it's been at least 3 months since it happened. So yeah, I don't know. My 55-year-old mother is still paying off her student debt from getting a Psydere. Oh my goodness, please don't say that. That gives me anxiety. Oh wait, what was the hype train thingy today? I got a ghost. I got a little ghosty. Just shouted you out in my Discord. Got to bring more test subjects. Thank you, Maximilian. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's true. I was there in person, even though I wasn't meant to be. Yeah. No, I won't stop thanking you. I refuse. If I get funding, I'll donate as well. I didn't get mod approval to ask for crowdfunding on the site. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's fine though. It's fine. Like, please don't feel like pressured to do anything because obviously you'll need to look after yourselves first. I would never expect anything else other than for you to look after yourselves. I'm just like, I'm just incredibly grateful for anything that people can happen to do, you know? I appreciate it so much. Also, hi Talarian, hello Guns, and hi Rose, hi. How are you? I hope you're good. I hope you're good. I'm hydrating. Also, hi Mylin, hi. Hello. Self-interest theory of rationality. Is there context to that? Hi Rai, hi, how are you? How are you? Have you thought about just not having debt and being a millionaire instead? You know what, I have thought about it and it hasn't happened. I'm trying to manifest it and turns out that isn't a super scientific theory and it's not working. And it will probably never happen. So, yeah. No, it will definitely never happen. In this economy. Oh, goodness. Looks like a big yawn. It does, doesn't it? It does. Now that I'm back on the webcam tracking, I worked out why I can't use vBridger anymore. It's because I don't so basically I set up my all of my tech stuff to be like, I don't trust this network I'm on because I don't trust this network I'm on. Please, like, go out to the internet. Please do not detect me on the network, though. That gives me anxiety because this is not my internet connection. I'm not paying for this. Like, I don't know what's been connected to it before. I live in fear. And so I can't use vBridger anymore because it requires an internal connection. So yeah. Oh well. So I'm going to be using this model for the foreseeable future. Also, hi, Revity, hi. Do we need a VTuber scientist creator fund? Honestly, that would be kind of fire. Like, like some kind of grant pool, like a grant pool that like science VTubers could apply to. That would be fire. I know quite a few people who would definitely deserve funding out of that. I'm doing well. How have you been? I'm going to help you manifest your millions. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not going to lie. I've been better. I've been better, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad. You said you would expect us to care about ourselves first or something, and I just got reminded of the self-interest theory of rationality. Yeah, I mean, self-interest theory, okay, yes, that makes sense, Self-interest theory of rationality low-key kind of annoys me, because people don't always put themselves first. Sometimes they put other people first. Like, being altruistic is a big part of how we function as social animals, so, yeah. And like, I know that some people will be like, oh, well, you know, you can, like, altruism is still self-interested because people feel good for doing it and therefore they want the benefit of feeling good for doing it and that's what motivates them. But like, that's not what motivates everyone, you know? So I feel like it covers a bit of behavior, but not all of it, you know? Do you have any experience with the Open University? Yes, yes, actually. Not directly, but I know quite a few people that have gone through it. And everybody has said really good things about it, actually. I don't know anybody that has said anything bad about the Open University. So if you're good at like directing your own learning, very good suggestion. Yeah, that'll break the connection. Yeah, exactly. I can't connect to vBridger anymore because I'm scared. I'm scared of the Wi-Fi, man. I don't know who's connected to this before. I don't know what they've done with it. Like, I felt nervous even just connecting anything to it, you know? No. I can't wait until I can manage my own network again. Or at least, well, I used to have a say in it, but I didn't manage it. And now, and in the future, I guess I would potentially manage it myself because I don't know what's happening. Also, hi, Debrain. Hi. Enjoy your luck. Enjoy your luck. Thank you for lurking. Can you hotspot with your phone? I mean, I could, but it would then stream over my data, and that's not great. I don't know if the speed would even be fast enough to stream because my phone is like, it's not even 5G at the minute, I think. Yeah, I don't have a 5G connection here, so I think that would actively be worse. Like, I think if I was doing it over hotspot, I could potentially... I mean, okay, first of all, like a hotspot like that is still kind of not the most secure option, but even if I did it, I feel like I might potentially be able to vBridger, but then I just wouldn't be able to stream, so yeah. Could you just not just use a VPN? Not for an internal connection. In fact, that would actually break it worse. So, no. Of all the things I admire about you, one of the best is that despite the fact that you're not in a tech field, you actually have very good tech literacy. Thank you. I try. I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing, though. I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. But, you know, I've had to learn some stuff because I use, like, Linux on my work PC. So, so I had to learn things, whether I wanted to or not. We can make our own private IRB. Actually, low key, that would be so good because I had a rejection from a conference. Okay, I like sneakily applied to give like a talk about like VTubing and science communication to like a local Ireland conference, and they rejected me. The feedback on the abstract was really, really good. The reason why they rejected me was because they were like, we don't trust you. We don't trust the use of this pseudonym. And I was like, that's rude, man. That's rude. So like basically the only way that I could have got accepted into this conference is if I doxed myself, which like to some extent I'm okay with, but not at the minute. So yeah, maybe in like a year's time, there will be more conferences. Who knows? Who knows? There are probably some educational psychom streamers, funders that would probably fund as well. See, this is the thing though, is that sometimes I think with the funding, it comes back to the like pseudonym thing again as well. Like if you're not putting down your actual real name, a lot of them will say no because we can't verify your credentials. Even if you offer to do it privately, they'll still say no because the name of the funding proposal needs to be like an actual legal name, and a lot of funders are really weird about letting you use pseudonyms. So I feel like there'd still be an issue there. You confuse the self-interest theory of rationality with psychological egoism. Isn't the self-interest theory of rationality the like economics theory? I thought that was the economics theory, where it basically says that all market behavior is driven by also Hi! Hello! Oh my gosh, hi Hanekyo, hi Raiders! Welcome in, Vex Parade! Let's go! Hello everybody, welcome in everybody. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid, Hanekyo. Welcome. Hi, welcome in. How was your stream? I think I saw earlier you were reacting to the Nintendo Direct, right? Was there anything cool on there? What else were you up to? How was your stream? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello everybody. I am Psydere. I am a research psychologist. Sometimes we talk about psychology on stream. Sometimes we just yap. I'm in an extremely echoey room. I apologize for that. And yes, I recently went to Vexpo. Welcome in, everybody. Anna here, thank you so much for the raid. If you need to, you know, get some food, step away from the PC, have a drink, etc., please absolutely do that. You know, self-care is very, very important. I think you've been streaming for quite a while, right? So, yeah, please do that if you need to. But of course, you're always more than welcome to lurk around. We did. We talked about, they talked about Tom and actually Life 2 again. Let's go. Let's go. That's hype. Who's joined? Schnoogle and Isotopian, welcome in. Thank you. I love the name Isotopian. That's brilliant. Thank you for the follows. And welcome in EQ, Ale, Takaru, Undertale Superfan, and Bolin and Volpe. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello. And Mythbreaker, welcome in, welcome. And also, hi, Ascend. Hi. I didn't see you there. Can you tell us why Hannah is the way she is, or is that still beyond psychology? I mean, I could probably do some degree of analysis. But I'm a research psychologist. So I research people. I research people's social dynamics and stuff like that. Oh, lurk. Thank you for the lurking. Thank you. I hope you have a good lurk and enjoy whatever you're doing. So hi, Jing. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. And thank you, Takaru. Thank you for the follow as well. Welcome into the research participation pool. You read what you just signed up to, right? Because you've just given informed consent. You read the information sheet, right? Welcome. Also, hi, Pendu. Hi. Welcome in. And Jeb, also hi. Thank you for the lab saved Rosa check-ins. And said Victor as well. Hello. Hannah needs to be researched. Can you figure out why she is that way but not fix it? Yes, pretty much, actually. Pretty much. I think that would potentially be within the scope. Although I look at more like social dynamics. So if it was, as long as it was something like social dynamics related, potentially, actually, that would be quite fun. That'd be quite fun. It's like an EULA. It's not really legally binding if nobody reads them. Oh no, you have to take part in the research now. There's a way to withdraw, but I'm not telling you what it is. She said she's misunderstood. She loves every hot man, not only Vedal. We both met the Vedal cosplayer, but we didn't meet each other. This is so sad. I also met the Vedal cosplayer. I asked him for a job at Vedal AI because I want to do research for Vedal. You know, I want to research the swarm. I want to work out why they're like that. I also want to see how people interact with neuro. It's super interesting. Like, because unironically, like the research that I do is actually like the psychology of science and technology. So in real life, my job is to research how people interact with science and technology. And I would love to research how people interact with neuro and how the swarm like comes together and interacts like as a group. Unironically, like that is exactly within my expertise. But when I asked the cosplayer for a job, he said no. And as you all know, like if a cosplayer is good enough, then they become the person. So effectively, Vedal has said no. Oh. The IRB will not stand for this. The IRB will not stand for anything. You'll be like, please, may I apply this validated questionnaire? And they'll be like, no. No, because the phone number on your consent form is wrong. Definitely not speaking from experience. Why are you like this? A study of VTuber psychology incoming. That would be fire as a paper, actually. That would be fire as a paper. One-to-one analysis with other VTubers would be an amazing collab series. What? Okay, unironically though, like, I would love to spend some time in different VTubers chats and like look at how they interact with the streamer, because different chats have different ways of, oh, my belly grumbled. I apologize if you heard that. My sound settings are so janky right now. You might have actually just heard my stomach grumbling. I'm so sorry. Like my microphone is very much in line with my belly. I'm so sorry if you heard that. But yeah, like different streamers, communities have very different ways of interacting. So it would be really interesting to be like, okay, why does this chat bully their streamer? Why is this chat really wholesome and supportive? Why is this chat like really interested in learning with their streamer? You know, like different people do different things. And I would love to work out why. Despite the multiple veiled threats of dubious analysis Psydere has given, I still have not been researched. Wait, maybe she has been researched, Gus. Maybe I have. I mean, you did sign the consent form, so just saying. Also, Superfan, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for signing the consent form. The way we interact with Neuro is fanaticism. All hail our God Queen Neuro. It's true. It's true. I've literally got a Neuro standee on my desk right now. I've not got much stuff at the minute for reasons, TM, but like one of the things that I do have, I've got a Neuro standee. It's very, very cute. She's wearing her frog hat and it says heart. It's very, very cute. And I've also got a signed Matara Can image. And my Ellie Minibot desk mat. These are the 3 things that I have brought with me from my whole setup. All of the anime figures are all in storage. Is it possible to study people's willingness to withdraw from studies, or would the withdrawing interfere with that? Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good question. Surely there's been research on that already. Because I know there's a bunch of research into like conformity. So surely there have been some kind of conformity studies that have done that. Now that you say that though, I actually don't know if there have been. Interesting. Interesting question. I don't know. Please, YouTube, can you please not pause my music? That's very rude. Also, hi Zachary, hi. And also EQ, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. A clever fake is just as good as the real thing. It's true. It's true. Also, hi Racco, hi. How are you? I hope you're good. I hope you're good. You didn't hear anything. Okay, good. I'm glad my stomach wasn't grumbling too loud. I wonder if it's possible to roughly measure the cohesiveness of a group of people that can only communicate via a medium like Twitch chat, for example. Is the swarm more or less cohesive, aligned, synced than other stream chats? This is the thing, though. I feel like they are quite cohesive. Because, like, I guess when there's that many people, like, you know that your message isn't going to be seen. So everyone just ends up responding with emotes. But people broadly respond with the same emote. Because there's just, like, trigger words that make people send an emote, you know? Like if you say, if Neuro says filtered, everyone sends 1984. So very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Have you watched the Ghost in the Shell franchise? They tackle AI and society surprisingly well. I actually haven't, and I really need to. I have like a massive list of like things that I need to watch, and it's quite embarrassing that I haven't watched them. And that is one of them. So yeah, I mean, I guess I need things to do to like distract me. When I finish my work backlog, I'm gonna start watching anime again. Why do people bully me? Help me fix it. Showing the book that I modded for retired recently. He would have been down for that. I reckon his community was trash. They proper got huffy over casual Smash Bros. That's so weird. But then this is the thing though, is that certain games seem to be like really toxic. Certain games are just like, I would not play that on stream because I'm scared of the people that would turn up. Right? Even like Minecraft. I'm not even sure if I would play Minecraft on stream ever because I'm scared. I'm scared of Minecraft viewers, you know? Like they're kids. Often they're kids. And I mean, I know there's some adults in there too, but sometimes they're kids and I'm scared of them. Children scare me. Hi, Spooky One. Thank you. And Spooky One and Janafak. Hello, both of you. Hello. Thank you for the lab safety register check-ins. And thank you for the hydrate record as well. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh, hydrate. No, legit though, I'm actually really scared of Minecraft kids. They're horrifying. They take things so intensely. I witnessed the Minecraft streaming craze of the pandemic. I saw those communities. And I'm scared of them. Children can be so cruel, something. Yeah, I mean, partially that, and then partially just like they get really, really parasocial from what I've seen. Like if you look at like the whole, you know, like the Dream SMP universe from like 2020 to 2022 or whatever, like those, the audience generally was quite young and they were also low-key kind of scary. So, you know, like they were really parasocial. I saw Minecraft Twitter. Goodness gracious. I saw it and I immediately, I observed for like 10 minutes and I ran away in fear. Oh. I live in fear. Anime figures cryopreserved for a better future. It's true. They are. They are cryopreserved. Because actually they're in a storage unit that's very cold, so they kind of are actually. The first thing that comes to mind is that one electrocution study, but only because it's the one of the 6 studies in every psych intro book. The Milgram ones, yeah. So fun fact, the Milgram study wasn't actually one study. It was a massive series of studies that took place over multiple years. Bro wrote a whole book. Like, he did so many variations of the same study. I should read that book at some point. I have like a copy of it. When I applied to university, I wrote in my personal statement saying I have read this book. I didn't. I still haven't. Yeah. That's where we're at. Hi, Chaos Fire Dragon. Hi. Move the standalone series to the top of the list. Is that an anime series? I've never heard of it, actually. Ghost in the Shell's really old, so there are some inconsistencies with how it portrays tech. Yeah, but that makes it interesting, though, right? Because now it, like, kind of becomes alternate fiction. Have you tried pulling chat via some of the tools and doing language processing on the chat? I haven't. I would need to get actual ethics approval to do that. But that would be super, super interesting. Have you watched Panty and Stocking? I actually haven't. And that's also on my list of things that I need to watch. Because I like, everything that I've watched from Studio Trigger, apart from the second half of Darling in the Franxx, well, that wasn't actually from Studio Trigger, was it? It got changed to a different studio. Everything I've watched from Studio Trigger, I've really, really enjoyed. So, yeah. Set the stream to 18 plus restricted is tempting. Factorio is a very interesting game to stream from what I've seen. It's a welcoming community, but also an optimization game. So playing suboptimally is literally playing worse definitionally. I would love to play Factorio at some point, but I will be playing suboptimally. I'm bad at it. You know? Also, hi, Ragerfly. Hi. You saw things normies wouldn't believe. Genuinely, actually, genuinely in the Minecraft community, I saw something like that. What is up with their fan fictions? What is up with the Minecraft community fan fictions? Those things are wild, man. Those things are wild. Like, I've been on the internet for a very, very long time. I've seen some things. I've seen some things generally, but I've also specifically seen some fan fictions. And Minecraft, the Minecraft community has some fan fictions. I live in fear. I live in fear. I live in fear. I saw a glimpse of Minecraft Tumblr and it was like seeing a single suction cup on one of Cthulhu's tentacles. Genuinely, that's how it felt, actually. That is genuinely how it felt. Someone also replicated it in 2016. Yeah! Wasn't it like... It was a UK-based researcher that replicated it, right? Was it? No, I'm thinking of the prison experiment. Was it the same person? There's a researcher that replicated the prison experiment for a BBC documentary. I think it was Stephen Riker. And if I remember correctly, it might have... Name's Burger. Oh, okay, this is not the same person then. But I swear I saw Stephen Riker potentially also replicated it at one point. I don't know. Milgram did a whole bunch of studies, but they all conveniently conformed to the original because the guy in the white lab coat told them to. I know I haven't read the Milgram book. I still haven't read it. I don't even know where it is anymore. I think it might be in storage somewhere and I don't know where. I've been reading studies and psychologist experiments, and so many of them are just like psychologists going, let's mentally torture this child. Why? Funny. I mean, a lot of the old ones were like that, right? A lot of like old ones, like in the, like before the 60s, basically in the 60s, psychology was like, oh, maybe we should start perhaps doing an ethics. But before that, so like there were quite a lot of them that did kind of go down that line. It's a bit sus. Lying on a personal statement, does that mean you have to give back your PhD? It's worse. It was the personal statement for my bachelor's. It's fine. I was a teenager. It doesn't count if you're a teenager. Nobody tells the truth when they're a teenager, right? Right? I just wanted to get into uni, man. I mean, they gave me a place anyway, so. At the end of the day, like, to be honest, for a lot of universities, like the personal statement is more for like distinguishing between borderline candidates, but my projected grades meant that I was going to get into uni anyway, so yeah. They probably didn't even read it. Scraping Twitch with bots is against TOS, so you need streamers' permission at the very least. Yeah. I mean, if it's against TOS, I probably wouldn't risk it anyway, to be honest. Second part of Darling in the Franxx was one of the most disappointing endings of a running series, to be honest. It was just so weird. It was just really weird. I just couldn't process what was going on, to be honest. I was like, hi, club manager. Hi, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Check me out being horrifically behind on chat again, as always. Goodness gracious. I certainly didn't tell the truth when I was a teenager. Yeah, right? Right? It doesn't count if you're a teenager. This is also true for bad health habits, right? Right? I would say you can get away with it, probably. I mean, you should always, like, look after your health, right? But I was very, very unhealthy as a teenager. And I'm less unhealthy now. And I don't know if it had any long-term impacts on me, but it doesn't seem like it, you know? Sort yourself out in your 20s. That's what all the rest of us do. This is not official health advice. I'm not that kind of doctor. Do I understand anything about psychology? Nope. Do I still watch because I'm very curious and hoping to get a little glimpse of a knowledge? Hell yeah. Hell yeah! That's exactly what I want, though. If everybody already knows stuff about psychology, and like everybody who's here knows stuff about psychology, it's just like going to a conference. Like, it's fun in a different way, but like if we can share some knowledge, that makes it worth it, you know? Makes it worth it. Plain slow chat on one screen. Actually, it's kind of that though. Because normally I have like multiple places up. Like I have multiple versions of chat up in any given point. So it kind of is a little bit that. I also like, for some reason, I can't watch Twitch on my desktop anymore. It works fine on my laptop. It works fine on my phone. It doesn't work on my desktop. Don't know why. Very weird. Not sure what's going on there. I'll work it out one day. But like, if we're gonna, like, when we're raid into people, I'm now gonna have to like, just go in blind. So I apologize if we raid anyone inappropriately in the next like 2 months, 3 months. That's why I can't view the stream. Yeah. What if I'm still an unhealthy teenager at 28? No comment. You and me both, buddy. I wish I had an answer for that. I'm not even... I keep being reminded of official hagdom threateningly approaching me. And I don't appreciate that. Like one of the services that I'm interacting with at the minute were like, oh, you have to go to the young people's service for people under 30. And then they were like, oh, but we might have to transfer you out pretty quick. And I was like, okay. Thanks for the reminder. Spent my 20s messing myself up, and my 30s will be my redemption arc. Hell yeah! Me too! Oh no. Sharing knowledge. I want to sit on my hoard of data like a dragon made out of scientific papers. Me with my Psydere library. How many do I have now? Wait. How many unread papers are there in my Psydere library now? How many papers? How many papers do I have? Let's have a look. Unfiled items. 4,724. I'm never reading all of those. Never. I can probably go through them and start to get rid of them now, because some of them were like stuff that I was meant to read for my PhD, but now my final version of my PhD is submitted. I don't need them anymore. So I can finally potentially clear that up. Exciting. Have you tried another browser? It could be related to that. It's a good question. I have not tried another browser. Wait, no, I can't do that at the minute. Okay. I will try another browser after the stream. This is a good suggestion. I forgot to do that. Good to know the daily energy drinks for like a year shouldn't have any long-term effects on my health. I mean, to be fair, when I was doing my undergrad, there was a period of time where I was having 5 to 7 coffees a day. So if I can get through it without any noticeable heart problems, you will probably be fine, right? That's how it works. Please go to your doctor if you're worried. Oh dear. Thank you for the follow, Dan C Devil. Hi. Welcome in. Thank you for joining the research participation pool. I'm so hi, Wolf of Sword. Hi. How are you? I hope you're good. What's the relationship between your field of psychology versus sociology? That's a good question. Armor MSG. I would say that the relationship is very, very interrelated. So social psychology, there's kind of different types of social psychology. There's social psychology which focuses on like one-on-one interactions, and that's very much at the individual level. So that's more along the lines of kind of classic psychology. So, for example, somebody might look at like how people form friendships, or how their emotions are like function as communication device, you know, stuff like that. And then there's also a kind of like second branch of social psychology, which kind of looks more at how people interact with systems and how groups interact with each other. So, yeah. So, for example, it would be like why people are prejudiced, for example. That's like a very, very common topic in this kind of branch of social psychology. The first one, the kind of individual level interaction stuff, that's more heavily psychology based. The second one, with the kind of more looking at like group dynamics or like intergroup dynamics and how people interact with like social systems and stuff like that, that's more sociology. It's not based on sociology, but it references it more heavily, you know? Like sometimes you will see psychology studies and they are they kind of feel like a bit of psychology and a bit of sociology. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like the difference between social psychology and sociology is that social psychology is still looking at individuals. So it might be looking at individuals as an aggregate. It might be looking at, for example, like, you know, how 200, 300, 400 people respond to a survey, but it's still individual level. You know, you're still looking at how they individually feel or how they individually think about something. Whereas sociology would be more looking at patterns in the system itself, if that makes sense. Or like maybe linking it more heavily to demographics. I don't know if that makes any sense. So it would be, for example, like, I'm trying to think. Like, okay, like, for example, like a social psychology study might look at what people think when they are prejudiced, and a sociological study might look more at demographic differences in level of prejudice. I don't know if that makes any sense. So like, or maybe like demographic differences in like tendency to experience hate crimes, for example. Like the kind of level at which they're looking at it is more society level, whereas for psychology, it's group or individual. Yeah. I don't know if that's, I always really struggle to articulate the difference because the research that I've done has been quite heavily interdisciplinary. So I draw a lot from sociology, but I also draw from like political science and, you know, a bit of philosophy and stuff. So it's hard for me to kind of like nail it down in terms of the work that I do, but that's how I've heard other people talk about their work, if that makes sense. And that's also my understanding of the differences. At the end of the day, like I think it's more relevant if like you're researching similar topics just with different methodology. Like, yeah. Like the weird kind of like partitioning of fields and like getting really weirdly specific about what your field is. I think it's helpful if you're kind of broadly describing what research you do, but when you're talking about like, I'm in this field, I don't know if it's super helpful to do that because it just kind of fuels disciplinary divides, which isn't, I'm not convinced that's the best thing for science overall. So yeah. Sorry, that was like a massive tangent and I don't know if anyone was even interested in that. Has anyone read the series Heterogeneous Linguistica? I think it has a neat take on the psychology of how we communicate, but also preconceptions of how another person shape how we approach them. I have not. I've never even heard of it, actually. That sounds super interesting. Is your desktop Linux? You mentioned you use it. If it is, I might be able to assist with troubleshooting. I've been dealing with Linux issues for 8 years. No, my desktop is Windows because it's just a bit, I'm really uncomfortable. I apologize. Wait, give me 1 second. My desktop is Windows because it's just easier to stream on Windows. Like you can stream on Linux, you can do it, but I would have to like set up pipelines and stuff and I'm lazy. I'm lazy. But yeah, my work laptop is Ubuntu, so yeah. Also, hi, Kobe Belladonna. Hi, how are you? And also, hi, Luke, as well. Hello, both. Welcome in. I hope you're both good. Everything that Psydere says is medical advice. Yes. I'm going to have to make a disclaimer eventually, being like, not that kind of doctor. And also, hi, Agnes. Thank you for the lab safety register check-in as well. I hope you're good. Welcome in. Never had the chance to experience drinking several cans of Monster. Other energy drinks are available, or multiple coffees a day, as I spawned with a heart problem deep rough. Oh, you're doing yourself a favor. It's not pleasant. Like, basically what it does is make you feel like you have a heart problem even if you don't. Life. Kobe, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 3 months. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And it's been 4 months already. That's wild. Thank you. I'm hoping that the next few months will be happy. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping that things get a bit better, but I'm trying to stay positive, you know? I'm trying to stay optimistic because I don't think it's helpful. I don't think it's helpful to just, you know, just be grumpy or be anxious or be sad all the time. I'm trying to, you know, keep doing the things that I enjoy and that I care about and interacting with people, and I'm just going to make the best out of it that I can, you know? I'm a very big believer that like everything that happens, you can learn something from it or make something positive out of it, you know? Even if it doesn't feel like it at the time, you just got to keep going. So, yeah. Thank you. I really appreciate it. By the way, how many submissions does the room review have currently? That is a good question. I don't know. Let me check. Oh, so hi, Psydere. Hi. How are you? I hope you're good. Let me check. Forms. Forms.google. No, it's docs.google.com/forms. There we go. My nose is getting blocked up again. For some reason, talking makes my nose get blocked up. Why is this? I must know. Room review. There we go. There are 8 responses to room review. There are 8 responses. So I think I need a bit more still. That's not quite enough. If you want to submit your room to be reviewed, there's the link. You can submit your room to be reviewed by me. I will make assumptions about your psychological profile. Oh dear. I should submit my own room. My own room's a mess. Maybe eventually I'll show you my streaming setup, actually. Okay, if we can postpone the room review until after I'm out of this temporary accommodation, then I can show you my temporary streaming setup, and that can be the room review. It's really cursed. It's so cursed. Evil Psydere be like, this is medical advice. I am that kind of psychologist. God, Psydere when? That's just me in real life. You saw that picture of me with Vettel? The Vettel cosplayer? You saw that? It's just me in real life. That's how I dress. Wow, that was some loud water noises. What the heck? What the heck? Speaking of sociology, do you have any take that you're interested in giving on dramaturgy theory? I think it's a great explanation of social interactions, but also I'm ready to believe it's nonsense if someone's subject knowledge says so. You know what? I don't know anything about it. I've never even heard of it. And I don't know if I should be concerned about that. I feel like I probably should be concerned about that. It compares social interactions to theatrical performances, emphasizing how individuals manage expressions in various contexts. Oh, Irving Goffman. Oh, okay. You know what? I do know this. Well, I don't know it super well, because this is like kind of something. I will read more into this. I will read more into this and I will give you an actual informed take. How does this sound? How does this sound? Seems like there's weak boundaries between sociology and social psychology. Yeah, I mean, there is, to be honest. There's a lot of like a lot of social psychology will be informed by sociological theories, and a lot of sociology will be informed by social psychology findings. So, yeah. Collecting info for my stories because unfortunately my characters are smarter than me. That's a mood. Makes sense to me, but my old research was with human-computer interaction, so it touched on some of it, but also pretty multidisciplinary. It gets muddy fast. It really does, doesn't it? It really does. Like, if you're, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to describe what I do sometimes. I say that I'm trained in psychology, but I am. Well, because I am. I say I'm trained in psychology because I am. But then, like, realistically, how much psychology do I actually use? Well, I don't know, because I use a bit of psychology, a bit of sociology, a bit of communications theory, a bit of, like, philosophy of science. And then, like, even within psychology, I use a bit of social psychology, a bit of cognitive psychology. Like, it goes so deep. It goes so deep. And even I've used a bit of, like, human-computer interaction research to inform some of my research. So I feel you. It's hard to study conspiracy theory belief without doing a fair amount of interdisciplinary research work. You can say that you're a social psychologist or a cognitive scientist or whatever, but ultimately you and I study a topic rather than having a strict disciplinary perspective. Exactly. And I'm not sure that it's like super helpful to split it down by discipline as well, because it's like, It's basically just a way of saying, like, I broadly follow this methodology or theoretical framework. And I guess to some extent that's helpful, but also, like, not really. Because even within social psychology, there's, like, a few different strands of, like, theoretical perspectives on why people believe conspiracy theories, for example. So, you know, like, you won't... There's people that are like, oh, yeah, it's a personality trait. It's conspiracy mentality. And then there's other people that are like, oh, it forms a network of beliefs. It's a monological belief system. And then there's other people that are like, it's a response to socio-political contexts. And then there's other people that are like, it's an intergroup dynamic. And then there's other people that, and like, it just keeps going on and on and on. And it's like, we're all studying the same thing. Like, it's all iterative evidence, no matter how we're doing it. Yeah, I feel you. Can you tell when someone, how can you tell when someone uses art? Trick question, they'll tell you. VTubing on Linux is a disaster. I've done it. Streaming's okay, but VTubing is not. Can confirm I stream on Linux. Yeah. This is the thing, is that I know a few people that like either have done it or have attempted it, and even, I don't know. No. So like, for example, for my stream, I use like quite a few NVIDIA, like proprietary NVIDIA drivers. Like, for example, for like sound, I use like a sound algorithm to like reduce the room echo. It's doing a terrible job, as you can tell. Imagine how bad, wait, how bad would it sound if I turn this off? Okay. I want you to tell me how bad this sounds when I turn this off, okay? So this is how I sound normally without my echo removal, okay? I have now turned off my echo removal. Is it noticeably worse? Please tell me. I would love to know whether it's actually doing anything useful. Wow, tinny. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, maybe I'll just mildly. Okay. I mean, if it makes it a little bit better, that's still an improvement, right? Obviously, like, the ideal for me would be to have an actual room, and that's the life goal, is to have an actual room with, like, you know, sound stuff up, soundproofing, sound dampening materials. Yes. Didn't sound any different. Oh, I see. Sounds like you need a hardware solution. Yeah, the hardware solution that I need is being in a room that isn't massive and concrete. I do hear the echo, though, of course, you just told us, so I'm primed. Yeah, this is true. This is true. Just build a recording booth inside the room. You know what? I actually considered doing that at the old place. I did consider doing that, like building like a soundproof, like, because you can get soundproof booths. Normally they're for offices, but I considered just getting one for me. And then I was like, no, that's silly. I can't take it with me. So, yeah. It's yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not in jail, Silver Wizard. I'm not in jail. I'm not in jail. I'm in cursed temporary accommodation, but not. I promise I'm not in jail. She's in jail for lying on her bachelor's. I didn't lie in my actual bachelor's. I lied about one. It's true, I'm actually in a spaceship. I'm in Area 51, everybody. I'm in Area 51. What do you say to that? Recording in a closet full of clothes works in a pitch. I don't have a closet. Closets are like not a thing that are super common here. Because like, basically, like, a lot of housing in the UK and Ireland was built during, like, Victorian times, right? Or, like, immediately post-war. When people, like, post-World War II. Those are, like, the two big housing booms. When there was, like, big, large amounts of housing being developed. And for some reason... Well, okay, people didn't have many clothes, so there was no need for a closet. And then for some reason, even in like newer places, they still don't do closets. because they basically just follow the patterns that they know. So yeah. Yeah, to be fair, it is more of a US thing in general. That's very, very true. It's very, very true. Because it's we also just have a bit less space. Like, I mean, maybe not so much in Ireland, but like in the UK, like there's the space is lacking, man. The space is lacking. Psydere in Nevada, US. What will she do? I'm here. I'm here to find out about the aliens. I'm sorry, I need to blow my nose. I'm sorry, I'll be 1 minute. Why did that just look like I was spouting off the fast verse in Rap God? That was wild. Okay, that was something. That was something. Yeah, the UK is very cramped, isn't it? UK cities are teeny. Well, they're not teeny, they're quite big, but they have very little space. And housing in the UK also has very little space. Oh. Unrelated thought, we need a Breaking Bad show, but for Psydere turning to a life of spreading conspiracy theories. Oh, goodness gracious. Can you imagine? That would be misinformation, though. Like my evil counterpart. You have no nose on this model, hence the blockage. It's true, actually. It's true. Do you have good cable management at least? No, I really don't. It's like, well, there's not that many cables to manage, to be fair, but it's not good. It's really bad, actually. It's embarrassingly bad. Misinformation, when is she getting married? Whenever she wants to. Do folks in the UK and Ireland travel a lot between the two countries, or is it rare for folks to cross over? My experience is that people in Ireland go to the UK a fair bit, but people in the UK only really go to Ireland if they have family. That's my experience. Maybe sometimes they will also go to Dublin or to Belfast for partying. But that seems to be pretty much it. Like, I don't know. A lot of people in the UK seem to just kind of forget Ireland exists. When I say the UK, I actually mean Britain. A lot of people in Britain seem to forget that Ireland exists as an island. So yeah. Yeah. But you know, there's quite a lot of migration between the two now. There's a lot of people moving over from England to the whole island, but especially Northern Ireland. But there's also people moving up from the Republic to Northern Ireland too. And then there's also people moving from the UK and also the EU to the Republic of Ireland. So, I don't know. Migration in general seems to be going up in Ireland. Yeah. People having relatives on both islands. Yeah, it's quite common for people to have relatives on both islands, especially if you're in certain bits of Britain. It's very, very likely that you have relatives somewhere on the island of Ireland. Yes. Not always, but sometimes. You gotta head out. Thank you for joining us, Harry Penumbra. Thank you for joining us. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Have been to Ireland for a concert, wouldn't go otherwise. That's fair. That's also something I hear quite a lot, actually, is people going to the island for a concert. That also seems to be a thing that happens quite a lot now. I don't know why. The prices are just as bad as, like, you know, Britain. That suggests there's parts of Ireland outside of Dublin and Belfast. I mean, to be fair, like, the vast majority of the population are either in, like, Dublin, Cork, Belfast, Galway, Limerick. Like, that's pretty much most of the population. It's a small little island with a small little population. Guess because living costs are more affordable in Northern Ireland. Yeah, exactly. But then like it's changing quite rapidly in Northern Ireland because of the fact that so many people are moving there. So you keep saying all these fancy names, which one has the people who say Tuesday and Big Ben. Britain. Well, not even Britain, actually. Tuesday would specifically be a Southeast England thing, actually, to be honest. Yeah, that's just specifically a Southeast England thing. Demography-wise, the Gaeltacht are tiny. Yeah, it really is. It's really small. It's like there's like a bit of a few cities, and then it's like the rural bits of Donegal and I think there's like a few rural bits like right on the southern coast, and then that's pretty much it. But like in the Republic, it like everyone learns Irish now, so that might change. Who knows? To be fair, in the UK, most things music are London, and honestly, anywhere is better than that. That's true. Well, I mean, London, quite a lot of stuff goes to Manchester as well now, and also quite a lot of stuff goes to like Glasgow or Edinburgh. So I guess there's a couple of options. Tuesday, ain't it? I mean, if you're going northern, it'd be like Tuesday. No, see, I think they still say Tuesday instead of Tuesday. Tuesday is very much a southeast like Tuesday, innit? Oh god. Oh no. Why do they say Tuesday if they can't chew it with their bad teeth? I'll have you know that my teeth were so bad that I got orthodontics for free because it was considered a medical necessity. So actually my teeth are acceptable. Thank you very much. Only after serious medical intervention though. My teeth, I had too many teeth. I had too many. And I had 4 of them removed. Wait, no, I've had 5 of them removed now. I've had 5 teeth removed. Yes. Hi, how are you? I hope you're good. Does the NHS cover fillings and root canals too? So the NHS kind of covers them. Basically, there are 2 like levels of dentistry in the UK. There's like NHS dentistry and then there's private dentistry. Overwhelmingly, like I don't think there are any like just purely NHS dentists left. I think they're all private practices now that happen to offer NHS services. But like with NHS dentistry, you still have to pay. It's just like the price is capped basically. So if I remember correctly, when I was living in England, it was like, I think it would be like £20 for a checkup, 50 for a filling. And then for something like a complex, like a root canal, I think it was between 200 and 500. If I remember correctly. I might be wrong. It's been a very, very long time since I've lived there. So, yeah. Just get into a few fights, problem solved. I had to like have full on surgery on one of them though. Like I had like an impacted wisdom tooth. That's right. I'm wise enough to have wisdom teeth. But it was like impacted. So it was like facing the wrong direction basically. So they had to do surgery on me. Yeah. They had to do surgery to remove it. That was cool and fun. Similar to Germany in a way. Yeah, I think the system of like, you know, having, well, it's kind of weird because like we don't have insurance. You can get insurance. You can get insurance in the UK, but it wouldn't, sometimes it doesn't cover all of the cost. Sometimes it will cover all of the cost, but you'll just get reimbursed basically. So you still have to pay for it up front. But yeah, it's like basically you pay your taxes and then you get the right to request NHS treatment. But the problem is that like basically dentists in the UK will have like a cap on the number of NHS places. So the reality is that it's impossible to actually get an NHS dentist place. Like you have to get a private one basically. Otherwise you just won't see a dentist. And the private fees are a lot more. Like it can go up to 1,000 for a root canal. It's, well, actually, I think it can go over that, actually. Private is basically just like you pay whatever we've decided. So yeah. But in the Republic of Ireland, it's more like you pay insurance and then you pay when you go, but it's capped. So it's and you get the I heard someone describe it as like in the UK you pay your tax to get free healthcare, but actually you just get put onto a waiting list for free. Whereas in Ireland, you pay insurance and then you pay a little bit more on the day that you see them, but you actually get to see them. And that's also my experience. That's my experience. That being said, if you're at a GP practice attached to a university, literally anywhere, you will never see your doctor unless you're dying. So, yeah. There are things covered by the public health insurance, but a lot of things are private. Yeah, I think it's the same here. It's the same here. Yeah. Also, hi, Maggie. Hi. How are you? I hope you're good. How are you doing? The only things I remember from my UK trip are Stonehenge, which was awesome, and the way that the lady in the train said Piccadilly. See, my favorite thing about London is like there are some lines on the tube where the announcements for like minding the gap, because there are basically announcements on the tube when the doors open. Like some of the lines are like Victorian, right? So the trains are not exactly the right size for the tunnels anymore because the tunnels were made in Victorian times. So there are some lines where there's quite a big gap between the train and the platform, and normally the announcements are kind of normal. They'll be like just a voice being like, "Please mind the gap between the train and the platform," and that's fine. But there are some stations, if I remember correctly, I think they might be on the. I think some of them might be on the Circle and District line, and some of them might be on the Victoria line, where it's like a dude announcing it, and he's so passive aggressive. He's like, "Mind the gap. Mind the gap." And then, like, as you go through the stations, the gaps between the words get bigger. So it'll be like, "Mind the gap," and then "Mind the gap." And it's like, oh my goodness, what is wrong with you, brother? Are you okay? Do you need emotional support? Like, oh, is it the Bakerloo line? Is it the Bakerloo line? Oh my goodness. There's like I don't know, that it cracks me up every time. It's so funny. Like, I literally lived there and it never stopped being funny. So that, and of course, this train terminates at Cockfosters. Yes, that as a teenager, that always got a giggle out of me, and even as an adult. Oh dear. Oh no, the Bakerloo line has the biggest gaps. I mean, it might be on the Bakerloo line. I don't remember. I don't remember that, but then I didn't pay much attention. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. You got to bear in mind that I've spent a very, very big proportion of my life on tube trains. So, yeah. Bakerloo, Piccadilly. Who names these places? The British. Something like that. Would you rather have non-stop Emirates adverts? Absolutely not. Oh my god, that advert is still playing. Like when I go to bed at night, I lie down and I can hear it. It won't stop. It's like replaced the friggin' Jet2 Holidays advert in my head. I'm sure Jet2 will come back. Like next time that I'm just like out and about and I hear the Jet2 Holidays advert, It will come back. But for now, it's like this horrible Emirates song. It's not even a song I know either. That's the worst part. But I can hear it. But I can't even like look up what the song is because I don't know what the song is. Have you ever been to Sussex? I think I have. Is Brighton in Sussex? Let me check. I've been to Brighton. Brighton was like the classic place where everybody in Southeast England would go to for the summer, you know? It's like me and the lads going to Brighton Beach for a cheeky beverage. I have spent actually a surprising amount of time in Sussex. The various Sussex coastal towns, I've been to pretty much all of them. Yes. Sussex. So many people didn't mind the gap and stumbled probably. I mean, you hear of people falling into the gap, so they did not mind the gap. Is Jet2 Holidays a UK thing? Yes. Because my very much US friend quotes that daily. Yes, it is a UK thing. It is a UK thing. It is. It is. It's literally like on the radio and on the TV all the time. It hurts. It hurts. Like you will literally just be minding. I have previously been like walking through a city centre and I just go into a shop and I just hear, nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And I'm like, oh God, here we go. I'm glad that other people caught up on it though. It's a good meme. Sussex is south. Yeah, Sussex is south. Like Brighton and Hastings and there's somewhere else as well. Eastbourne. All of those places. I've been to all of them. I've been to all of them. I've been to many places. This is why my UK geography is so good, by the way, everybody, is because like I have just been to many UK places for work normally. And I have been to every Greg's. I've been to Greg's in every town that I've been to. I know. I know. Also, Greg's has brought back the vegan steak bacon. I'm so excited. I got it. I got the saddest one ever when I was in Birmingham, though. I got the saddest one ever because the Birmingham Airport Greg's is like it's not a good Greg's because everybody is like just there transiting through, so they don't look after their Greg's. So my vegan steak bake was incredibly cold, but I didn't care. It was worth it. It was very good. It's because shops just play the radio. Yeah, exactly. So you just walk into a shop and then it's like, nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off a family of 4. Yes. I hate that I can just do that. I really, really hate that. Pigment in your culture. I'm so sorry. I have actually removed the BRB of the Pikmin song because I don't have the Pikmin song saved onto this PC. So yeah, no more Pikmin BRB, and I'm sure we're all happier for it, to be honest. Vegan steak, yeah. It's basically just like seitan, you know? It's like seitan pieces in gravy. It's really good. I like it. Did Greg stamp a card for you? They do have an app. They do have an app. And I keep thinking that I should probably get it, actually. It's probably worth it because they give you like free stuff on your birthday. That would be so good. I don't need anything else for my birthday if I'm getting a free Greg's. Like, give me a sausage roll and I'm done. I'm happy. If Welsh Rabbit can be cheese on toast, then we can make it happen. I like the Pikmin song. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Do you accept YouTube rips? Because I have it downloaded. Why? Why? Nobody wants that. Why have you downloaded? Yeah, the thing that annoys me the most, to be honest, about that song is that like I didn't realize, but like there's a pitch shift on the first, like from the first verse going into the second verse. And it really, really bothers me. And now I've said it, you all will keep not on hearing it either. But like, I don't know why I did that. I think it's because I just took so many takes. I just couldn't hear it in the end. I'm not used to like, that was the first time I've ever tried to like record music or make music, and I did a terrible job of it. Maybe one day I'll do a remastered version. You have to find something else just as memorable. I would love to actually make music at some point, but I have no idea what I'm doing. So like, I didn't grow up in a particularly musical family. Like, well, I don't know, not like a professionally like musical family, you know, like nobody played any instruments or anything. One of my relatives was in a Take That tribute band. One of my relatives was in a Take That tribute band. They did weddings and stuff. But aside from that, like, and that wasn't when I was a kid, that's since I've been an adult. But yeah, I've never, I don't like do music. I'd be very happy to have a crack at remixing it. Go for it. Go for it. I think I noticed the pitch shift instantly. Oh, I can't unhear it. It's so annoying. I hate it. I hate it so much. What's the Pikmin song? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you have to find this out. The Pikmin song is a meme. It's a meme in the Nintendo community. But it has been covered by a few different VTubers. And I made my own version. So basically it's just like lyrics over the top of Beware the Forest Mushrooms. Which is a Mario OST track. There you go. Here's my version. It's cursed. I hate it so much. Please don't listen to it, actually. Also, hi to ours, hi. No more Pikmin song. No more Pikmin BRB. No more. No more. I refuse. I use it for sanity training. Oh my god. Hi, Nap. Hi. How are you? How are you? I hope you're good. How are you doing? How are you doing? Everybody, please go check out Nep. Nep is a botanist and also makes educational content about botany and horticulture and entomology. And also is just very cool. Very cool and chaotic. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Highly recommend. But also chaotic in like a chill way. Yeah, chaotic in a chill way. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Highly recommend. Wait, I need to cough. 1 second. Did they also have fights with Boyzone and Westlight tribute bands? I mean, I didn't hear of this, but I wouldn't be surprised, actually. I'll say, hi, Luna, hi. Sorry, I've not been looking at the lab safety register check-in. I just realized you did that. I'm so sorry. Hello, welcome in. I hope you're good. Pavlov's Pikmin song. I'm Pavloving you in the worst possible way. And also, hey, Jai, 5, hi. Thank you for the lab safety register check-in too. I'm working on a very in-depth grass stream. Ooh, that sounds fun. That sounds fun. So I'd maybe drop in the most middle-class lore sometimes. What's the most middle-class lore? What? Having a relative in a Take That tribute band? Why is that? Why is that middle class? It was just a bunch of dudes just turning up to weddings in silly outfits and singing. I'm demoting you to background content so I didn't get pulled over driving. Yeah, please don't get pulled over driving. Please don't do that. Thank you for the lurk, no. Applebee's after Sunday Mass is peak middle class. I've never been to Sunday Mass. So, and I've also never been to Applebee's. I've been to Nando's. It's just the vibes. Also, cod plus blue hair, although that's a bit less classy. Joke's on you, Kalipa. I grew up on a council estate. I grew up on a council estate, and neither of my parents finished high school. I think one of them got GCSEs. I think they both got GCSEs, but the bare minimum. The bare minimum. It's just the university. Being at university is like, I blend in too well now. It's so sad. So sad. Is Applebee's in the UK? I don't think there is, no. I don't think there is. I don't even know what Applebee's is. Wait, I'm gonna Google it. Applebee's. Let's see. What does Wikipedia say? Applebee's is an American company that develops, franchises, and operates the Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and Bar restaurant chain. It focuses on casual dining with mainstream American dishes such as salads, chicken, burgers, and riblets. Is it like a... What would be the equivalent? Oh, I need to see the food. I need to see the interior also. I've seen the outside. What's the interior? Is it like a family restaurant? No. There we go. Okay. What does it look like? Oh, yeah, it gives very Nando's vibes, actually. The interior gives very Nando's vibes. Although Nando's is kind of classy now. Like, a lot of them have upped their game. They've got fake plants and everything. Maybe it gives more like Frankie and Benny's. Frankie and Benny's. Maybe, yeah, maybe it's more Frankie and Benny's. Frankie and Benny's is like I don't know if it's a UK chain, but it's basically a chain where like you can get really cheap, like Italian American inspired food. And it's like very much like a family restaurant. So like Frankie and Benny's for me, like the association for me is that like every, I don't know, like 6 months when I was a kid, like 3 to 6 months, we'd have like a family day out, and we would like, or like if it was someone's birthday or something, for example, and we would go to the cinema, and then afterwards we would go to Frankie and Benny's, and we'd all get like pizza or pasta or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Applebee's is terrible. Salads aren't mainstream American food. It depends on the salad, right? Depends on the salad. Aggressively family / middle class. I mean, okay, so like the middle class thing, I feel like the UK's middle class thing, like Frankie and Benny's, I would say is more working class, but like fancy night out. I would say the middle class thing is Pizza Express. Pizza Express is the middle class thing. Pizza Express is the middle class thing. All of my middle class friends, instead of going to Frankie and Benny's after the cinema, they would go to Pizza Express. And I would always look at them and I would be like, wow, I'm so jealous. I want a fancy pizza. And I finally went to Pizza Express for the first time when I was like, I don't know, like 15, 16. Because I had like a job and I could get my own money. And I could finally buy the fancy pizza. And it was not worth it, frankly. And like, I've gone back a couple of times since then. Normally not out of choice, just because it was like the only thing that was open or whatever. It's never worth it. It's not good. It's not good. Like, but like, it just has, it's like middle class fine dining, not middle class fine dining, middle class like casual dining. So yeah. Yeah. Can you rate Aldi, Tesco, and Lidl by wealth class? I would say Tesco is the most, like, okay, Aldi's kind of middle class now, actually. Lidl, I would say, is working class. Aldi's like kind of, Aldi's like a kind of blend of the two. And then, like, it's kind of working class, but also middle class people like to go there to be like, oh yes, I shop at Aldi, because that's like in itself, like, kind of trying to signal like I'm not posh, by the way. And then like Tesco, I feel like Tesco is just kind of everyone. Everyone goes to Tesco. Yeah. Is that table a coffee table? Yes. For those of you who don't know, I'm currently my setup is a coffee table. I am shrimping. My shrimp posture is so real. It's so bad. It's so bad. Chili's. I feel like Chili's might be a more accurate comparison to Nando's, right? Chili's also seems like it's like, from what I've seen, it seems like it's for everybody, and it's also spicy food, and it's also family friendly. So here's middle class for you. Last weekend I went around a heritage walk with friends and then went for afternoon tea, the full scones and cupcakes on tiered plates type of thing, and gentleman's afternoon tea, which sounds a little mucky. That sounds amazing though. I've always wanted to go for afternoon tea and I've never been able to like justify it. I've never had like a reason to go. I feel like you need a reason to go and people to go with. And I've never been able to go. I really, really want to. I want to try it. I want to try it. Sounds so fun. You and I are twins. Are you on a coffee table too? Yo! The struggle is real. Audi gains customers during recessions and then they stay there, partially at least. That makes sense. That makes sense. Audi is very good though, actually. Audi is very good. Put a table on. I have a desk. It's just in storage. I'm not allowed to bring my... my desk here. I'm not allowed to. So, yeah. Eventually I'll have a permanent place and then I'll have my desk again. Waitrose, M&S, Asda. This calls for a tier list. M&S and Waitrose are super middle class. Asda's working class, I think. But like Asda is like your working class, but you can kind of afford the occasional treat, you know? My whole setup's sitting on the floor at a coffee table found next to a dumpster. That's iconic. I love that. This coffee table's like exactly the wrong height though. I can't sit on the floor at the coffee table because it's too tall. And I can't sit on a chair at the coffee table because it's too short. It's like the worst height. It's like knee height. Like, well, knee height for me. So it's not ideal. Have you seen the Welcome to Chili's Vine? Yes, I have. Hi, welcome to Chili's. Iconic. Iconic. Goodbye for 30 to 40 minutes. I have to go to work. Thank you for your company. Thank you for joining us, Luke. Thank you for joining us. I hope work goes well. I hope work goes well. Working class and can afford a treat, also known as painfully close to the glass ceiling. That was me for a very long time. I'm not gonna lie. I do feel like I've made the awkward transition finally, though. Well, maybe not right now, actually. No, I take it back. I had made the awkward transition and then apparently I've got yeeted back. Maybe I'll go back to being middle class again. Who knows? Who knows? VTubing is vertical mobility. It's more the PhD, to be honest. Like, culturally, I do feel middle class now. I've been accepted. I have proven that I know things about things, and therefore I have been accepted. Despite the fact that my regional accent sometimes leaks out. Just pretend you're under one of those fancy Japanese table things. Oh, like a kotatsu? Yeah, but they're heated though. And this is not heated. This is just wood and sadness. So I have a beanbag chair and a yoga meditation bench to use to be hella comfy. That sounds so good. That sounds so good. I have just a kitchen chair. So it's not ideal. Morrison's is the one local for me. People hovering around the reduced shelves like vultures. Me, I can't judge. I can't judge. That was me. That was me. I went to the local supermarket here and like they had loads of stuff on the reduction shelf and nobody was going near it. And I don't know why. That's very suspicious to me. That's very suspicious. And then I looked and then there was nothing I could eat, so that was pointless. Well, your expenses have temporarily gone up. No, but you still have the same job. Yeah, this is true. I do have the same job. I do have the same job. It's just that my expenses are now low key kind of exceeding what I take home, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. I'll work it out. It's fine. Pinocchio 2 Wooden Sadness. Oh, it's true. It's true. That would be such a good sequel, actually. Do you know a musician or rapper on YouTube called Sans Beatstalk? He does some amazing songs about British life. There's one about city centre nightclubs and it's a riot. I do not. I've never heard of this person. That sounds so funny. Does it have the same energy as like the posh drill rapper Unknown P? Because he's amazing too. That's just a comedian, but he's so good. He's so good. My local Morrison's and Aldi are too good to go. Sometimes you get weeks of dinners for £4. Sometimes you get 3 kilos of bread rolls. That's so good. I can't use apps like that because they never have any filters for allergens. Like, you have to basically just take whatever you're given. And if I just like take stuff, then they're going to give me a bag full of stuff that I can't eat and then I'll die. Or just like the food would go off anyway. So it seems kind of pointless. Yeah. I have a solution for that spending more than you make problem. It's called rich parents. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get that. Unfortunately, I didn't get that. My one functioning parent is no, not rich is not a good description. Oh dear. Unknown P mentioned riding round in a rover. Yes, riding round in a rover. If I see ops and it's over, I'll send man straight to Jehovah when I take shots like M. Sharapova, etc. So hi, Almantis. Hi. How are you? I hope you're good. There's a little bit of Unknown P in there, but less of the jokey bragging, a little bit more of the streets in there somewhere. Oh, amazing. I'm gonna look up Sans Beatstalk. Great name as well. That's a very funny name. She can actually rap. Somebody clip that. I mean, I'll just do it if you want. I will actually just do it because I'm in a silly and goofy mood. Why not? Why not? There you go. We'll get an impromptu karaoke. I just need to drink some water and clear my throat and stuff beforehand. But I'll try my best. I'm always in a silly and goofy mood. Relatable. Relatable. I'm all right. Gearing up for some exercise. Let's go. Let's go. I need to start exercising properly. Let's find the lyrics also. There we are. There we go. Cool. Ah, is this the one? Okay. Okay. I think this might be it. Right. How loud should I set this? There? I can't believe I'm doing this. Oh dear. I don't know if I remember the drop. I don't know if I remember this. Oh my goodness. Get into my drilly meditation. Drill gods be with me. Oh no. Actually, when is the drop? I don't remember. Also, hi Denia. Hi. How are you? I hope you're good. Coming in at an interesting time. I apologize. Okay. Has it? Wait, did the drop already happen? I wasn't paying attention. I think it might have already happened and I just wasn't listening. It's kind of a banger. I was getting distracted. So distracted by chat. So terrible. So terrible. Okay. So we try again. We'll try again. I'll actually turn it up so I can hear it this time. Admittedly, I couldn't hear it. That didn't help. Okay. I'll get comfortable. Let's see if we can hear it this time. If I just put the video on in the background, I will know when it is because he'll be doing it too. Okay, listening. Riding round in a rover. If I see ops and it's over, I'll send man straight to Jehovah when I take shots like M. Sharapova. Doing up tennis. Cool man Dennis, I'm a menace. Doing up olives in Venice. Big man ting, I'm bigger than Bennis. Stop it. Otherwise unknown P might bash man's head straight down like a boppet. So make like a Freddo and hop it. Your girl is 4'4" and got bare hair on her toes like a hobbit. If I see her in a club, then I'm doing up AJ the way that I weave and bob it. And I'm not from Homerton, not from Hackney, so I never go east, cause bear man try to sort he like acne. I'm from Surrey, where me and the man dem always go hunting, and the gal dem are thick, like Theresa May on a real big bum ting. 1900 on the new Rusty, had a gap year in Kenya, came back with the feet so dusty, still waking up to geese in the country. I never have porridge at Nan's, because it's oh so lumpy. And if ops want to throw some hands, then I just draw for the pumpy. Look at me, I'm unknown T, I've got braids and a deep voice, and when I bend my back and then dig it, I really hurt my knee joints. Got a song called Throwback, but my girl got no back.
Hip-hop cover album
and if you want to talk unknowns, then you better talk P, just know that. Yeah. There you go. What do you think? How did I do? Oh Lord, that was so cursed. Oh man. Thank you. Also, thank you for the 100 bit sine wave mood. Thank you. Cover album when? That would involve me learning how to do music though. Actually, unironically love this. Someone please add that to the soundboard. Oh gosh. It's like listening to Emma Watson in a cypher. Oh man. Incredible, incredible. Okay, we can stop with this background music now. This is too much. This is too much. There you go. I can't sing, but maybe, just maybe, there's potential in me being a postural rapper. Oh my goodness. What a mess. What a mess. Is it possible to add a studio session to Throne? Better than Baby No Money? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way, dude. Hi, Lulu Haggy, welcome in. It was an experience. That's one way to describe it. I swear this isn't representative, I swear. I don't normally do that. Oh no. Well, there you go. There you go. That's a thing. That's apparently a thing that's now going to be on the internet forever. It was better than the first time I did it. I think I tried to cover that like way back in the day as part of the Suffer-a-thon throwback. So it was like March last year, I think. And I did it really badly that time. And maybe this time was a little better. Who knows? Who knows? I could feel the fish and chips and beans on toast coming inside of me. What? That's a very strange sentence, thank you. You should normally do that though. Live rapping outro to every song would be awesome. Maybe. I mean, I could try and do one more, but I don't know what I could do because I don't, like, I'm gonna be so real. I don't really listen to rap. I don't really listen to rap, so I wouldn't know what to do. I guess like a few like iconic like drill and grime songs I could probably make an attempt at, but I don't know. Also, like, you know, the accent. Yikes. It sounds like someone trying to rap in your group of friends when you're hanging out at a hotel room and poor quality speaker spouts music. Amazing. That's exactly the vibe I want. That's exactly the vibe I want. Psychology rap, Ren. Although I guess it's not psychology, more mental health. Oh, that's true, actually. That's true. Is that song on streaming platforms again now? The yeah, Sick Boy. Did they ever? Did that ever get in? Did that end up back on streaming platforms in the end? I don't know if it did. I can't see it, so I guess not. Incredible by General Levy or Original Nutter by Shy FX and UK Apache. I don't actually know these. I don't know these. Basically, like, the extent of my grime and drill knowledge would be like, you know, like the really, really big ones, like Shut Down by Skepta, etc. And then, like, I'm a fan of Jamie, like JME. I'm a fan of Jamie. But I don't know if I'd be comfortable trying to, I mean, I could try, but I'd do a terrible job. I'd do a terrible job of that one. And then, like, yeah, no, like the kind of like big ones that were on radio a lot, so like Shut Down by Skepta and I don't know, like Temper T and like Dizzy Rascal and AJ Tracy, like the big people that are on the radio. Yeah, I might be able to do some of those, but they're massive mid-90s jungle tunes with super fast rapping. Oh no, there's no way I'd be able to do that. There's no way. It's on YouTube and that's the only one I care about. I don't know the lyrics to Sick Boy though. All I remember is that there's an Irish nurse in the video and in the track. And she's like, she's being low-key rude. she's basically saying like, are you sure that your symptoms aren't like all in your head? It's a bit rude. It's true though. That is how, unfortunately, that is how some medical professionals do approach those kinds of things. Gonna crawl off for dinner now, but I'm super glad I got to catch a stream of yours. We'll come back in the future. Thank you for joining us, Maximilian. Thank you. I hope you have a lovely dinner. Thank you for joining us. Psydere Vocaloid. I mean, I could also try Vocaloid songs, but like the thing is that I'm not a good singer. I have a really bad like vocal range. I think if I'm being honest with myself, like my vocal, like I know that my voice is kind of nasally and I don't have a super big like vocal range. If I was ever going to make music, it would probably end up having to be like shoegazy or emo-y, like emo in the sense of like Midwest emo more than, you know, like MCR or anything. Yeah. You can say she doesn't have bedside manners. That's one way to put it, yes. House MD features the unrealistic fantasy of having a doctor that actually wants to figure out what's wrong with you. No comment. No comment. Let's find a grime playlist. Why not? Let's put that on in the background. Drill is scary though. Sometimes I like find a grime. Sorry, sometimes grime is normally fine. Sometimes I find a drill song and I'm like, huh? Are you okay, brother? Are you okay? You don't sound okay, man. You don't sound okay. Why not? Why not? Iconic. I'm gonna turn it down though, otherwise I won't be able to hear anything. I definitely can't cover something like this. Oh, man. I want whiny Midwest emo Psydere song cover. I mean, that can definitely happen. I literally know people that are in bands that make that kind of music, so. Like, if I was gonna ever make music, it would be like that, basically. It would be like that. Artist being okay, I'm pretty sure there's a prerequisite of not being okay and not. No, I mean, I'm hesitant to make music because I would be bad at it. Like, I have quite high standards for myself, and I wouldn't, like, even the Pikmin song I'm not even happy with. Like, if it was up to me, I would have just kept fiddling with it indefinitely until I was completely happy with it. I'm not happy with how it turned out. So, yeah. Maybe, like I said, maybe one day I'll do a remastered version or something, but just hear that stuff and it's like, me and my mates are harder than you and your mates. It's true. It's true. I want to see you do the New York Times mini crossword. That's New York Times mini crossword. Oh, what is this? I have to subscribe, apparently. Whatever it. It's cool. Oh, it's cute. Wait, is this like Sudoku but a crossword? That's so cute. I love that. I love that. It's so cool to get ads when Psydere starts reading my message. Thank you, John Twitch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm doing a terrible job of keeping an eye on it. I'm so sorry. Sometimes you just have to send it because it will never be good enough. Exactly. Exactly. This is the thing. Like, I don't want to just not put out stuff because it's not good enough. Like, there are some things that I know that I can't do. And music, like, I have no practice doing it whatsoever. Like, the extent of my music practice is singing to myself in the shower. You know? So, yeah. Making music like drawing, you have to keep doing sketches and you improve. I've put out stuff out there where I've gone, yep, that will do, and moved on to the next thing. Yeah, I need to start doing this. I do need to start doing this. Because like I do have like, okay, I'm not very good at like coming up with like melodies or anything. Like, 'cause I don't know how people do that. But like lyrics I could probably do. And like delivering a tolerable performance I could probably do. And I know that I would get better with practice. So I'm not opposed to doing it. It's more just like, I think I need to find the right collaborators before I started doing it, if that makes sense, you know? There's a few times when I produce or do things that I'm actually proud of, and then it's great. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, definitely. For me, like, the biggest satisfaction has actually been coming out of editing recently. That I've had quite a few, like, videos where I've edited them, and then I'm like, I'm actually quite happy with how that's turned out. Yeah. Like not so much other stuff recently, but I wanna start getting back to like creating stuff again. I wanna get back. I wanna get back to it. I wanna get back to it. Bro, just one more tweak, bro. Just one more edit. I swear that's it, bro. I swear. Literally me. In the space of a year, I've had stuff released on labels in 4 different countries and I've had a CD out in the new year. That's amazing. That's so cool. That's so cool. Why create stuff when you can destroy stuff? It's true. I don't know. I enjoy creating stuff. I think it's fun. I think it's fun. Yes, yes. I get zero satisfaction from actually releasing stuff or showing others. The only satisfaction I can derive is from my own personal standards. So for me, it's sufficient to keep fiddling with stuff forever. I think I'm kind of the same. I think I'm kind of the same. Like with my creative projects, I don't need to share them with people. And in fact, oftentimes I don't want to share them with people. And like I've only really started sharing the stuff that I'm doing since I've been VTubing, to be honest. Like before that, like occasionally I would do some art and put it on Twitter, for example. But aside from that, I wouldn't really share stuff. And I also wouldn't really just like do things just because I wanted to. Like I would be like, I want to create a thing, and then I would make it, and then I would just like keep, I don't know, it's a bit of a weird thing. Like I think I was more, sometimes I think I was more doing things because I felt like I should rather than because I wanted to. But then like, I would never end up sharing it because I'd feel weird about it. It wouldn't meet my personal standards. But I think there comes a point where like, I think there comes a point where you realize that people do actually care, you know? People do actually care. So, yeah. I'm trying to share things more. To answer a silly question seriously. Oh wait, like destroying my own mental health to reach an unreachable standard. To answer a silly question seriously, so many things fall apart and get destroyed all the same, but creations are so infinite in their scope and magnitude, and it's a joy to explore the potentiality of what could be. Yeah, exactly. I agree. But like the thing is that if I create something and then it gets destroyed, I kind of don't really care. Because like for me, like something like that, I don't really get attached to the outcome. I do it for the process. And normally there is an outcome that I want to share or that I don't want to share. I just want it done. But then I never really reach it, but then I don't mind because I enjoy the process of tweaking it anyway. I don't know if that makes... It's a really weird thing for me, but like I said, I'm trying to overcome it. I'm trying to share stuff more often. So, yeah. Maybe I need to start VTubing to share. I mean, that's what I did and it worked for me. Just saying. The only works I've shared have always been fan arts because there's a dopamine rush of people going, that's so cool, even when the brain is telling you, man, this is bad. For some people, oh yeah, for some people, art is a sand mandala is what I'm hearing. Yeah, I think it's definitely along those lines for me. It's definitely along those lines for me. Yeah. I kind of get the dopamine rush too with sharing, but not as much, really. Not as much. What's a sand mandala? It's like a pattern that you draw out on the ground with sand. Yeah. It's a pattern that you draw out on the ground with sand, and it just disappears one day. It just disappears. Yeah. So you guys are getting dopamine rushes from sharing? No. I mean, just a little bit. Not always though. Okay, so here's my thinking. It's getting... I haven't eaten yet. I should eat something. But also, I kind of... I think I'm tired. I'm running out of things to say. Oh, I'm running out of things to say. I'm losing it, man. Yeah, I'm EP, exactly. So, how about we finish up for today? I'm trying to like bring up people potentially that we could raid on my phone because as I said, it's not working on my desktop. So, what should we do? Ooh. Okay, we have a few choices. Cogs, right, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. You totally ate it up with that impromptu rap. Thank you. Cogs, right, what the heck? Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. I really, really do. Thank you. So everybody, you've all been so kind. Thank you. I'm trying to work out where we're going. I'm like trying to multitask. What can we do? So we could... Oh, there's too many choices. The problem is that I met so many cool people at Vexpo. And there's also like loads of really cool people streaming in general today. And I'm not sure what to do, okay? So we could go to Neuro. Neuro's doing a collab today. We could go to EG, who's doing something. Bad character designs, reviewing bad character designs. Neuro's doing a collab. There is Naina. I owe a raid into Naina, who's playing Silk Song. Do we want to go watch some Silk Song, or do we want to watch Neuro, or do we want to watch some art? I was about to redeem EG. I think it would be nice to go raid into EG. We love EG. We love EG. Let's go raid EG. Here you go. Here's the raid messages. So the top one is for subs. The bottom one is for not subs. We're going to go raid EG. I'm sorry. I feel like you can tell that my energy is like starting to dip now because I'm hungry. Like I ate a cookie for lunch. So that's the wrong person. That's not EG. Where are we going? Where are we going? I have lost EG. Hello? Hello? I'm so confused. Oh, I'm so confused. Where is he? There's EG. There we go. We're going to go right into EG. If you don't already follow EG, you absolutely should. They are a former art teacher who does some really, really cool streams all around like character design and stuff. They do that professionally. Their art is amazing. Their models are amazing. Please, please, please consider hanging out with them. They're very cool. They're very cool. They're just a cool little mushroom. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me today, and thank you also for the subs and the bits and everything. I really, really appreciate it so much. I really, really do. I'll try and be a bit more Genki next stream. I'll be a bit more normal and positive and and maybe we'll do some science. Should we do some science on Sunday? Should we do some science on Sunday? I'll see if I can get the Zotero working. Potentially. Hi, Hyperpower. Hi, and also bye. We'll see if we can get the Zotero working and we can potentially do some science on Sunday. I think this is a good plan. Otherwise, I got nothing. Go check out my YouTube channel. There's a clip on there about how a Vedal cosplayer ruined my life. But also not. He was actually really lovely. And yeah, thank you all so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. Hopefully I will see you on Sunday. Can't guarantee it. Everything is kind of guerrilla. Thank you, Kobe, for the bits as well. Thank you. I appreciate it. Everything's guerrilla streams at the minute. Sorry, it's the ending. Bye. Bye.